I once spent the mid-year working at a laundry, and what I saw there has remained with me until the end of time. Who realized that a procedure that predominantly manages the expulsion of organic liquids could trigger such boundaries in human behavior. Maybe individuals feel defenseless in light of the fact that they are really airing their messy clothing in broad daylight. On the other hand, what truly occurs in the hot profundities of the back room can appear mysterious. Of course, most cleaners are straightforward specialists simply attempting to get by. The business has changed since my understudy days, however here are my memories of being a laundry. The episodes despite everything make me shiver. My first exercise was the fixed pack. A client will show up looking bothered and disclose to you they're in a rush. They rapidly leave their subtleties and head out the entryway subsequent to dropping a plastic sack onto the counter. The sack is constantly tied or fixed shut. The first time this transpired was the most noticeably terrible. I had no dread and wore no gloves as I opened the sack and released a throbbing petri dish of human DNA. This is generally a blend of regurgitation, pee, garments, and bedsheets. By the time you understand what you've gotten, the client is most likely driving home, safe in the information that another person is presently managing their concern. On the off chance that you are astute, you will just let this transpire once. The following sort of client is the proprietor of the libel mystery. Their methodology is excessively benevolent and warm. They will connect with you in discussion, get some information about your day, toss their garments on the counter, and afterward coolly inquire, "Hey, not certain what this stain is. Do you want to expel it?" A agonizing quietness lingers palpably. The client needs you to eradicate all hints of their troublemaking. With respect to the secret stain, recall the dress that Monica Lewinsky didn't get dry cleaned? It's frequently thusly, in spite of the fact that it tends to be lipstick checks, scent, or even tobacco smoke that the client needs you to manage discreetly. Two dry cleaners have seen everything, and they may even be staying quiet of their own. Prior to cleaning, we check all the pockets and garments. Nearby the breath mints and folded receipts, you can locate an astonishing measure of free change. We're fine with staying quiet. On a more sinister note, there were occasions when I probably destroyed crime scene evidence. I always remember when a twitchy guy who barely spoke came into the shop. He darted out the door after dropping off a set of overalls caked with thick mud and fresh blood splatter. My boss took one look and calmly told me to brush off the mud before putting the overalls in the machine. Of course, there was probably a perfectly rational explanation for this. But at the time, it struck me that homicide detectives rarely interviewed dry cleaners. Maybe they should. Much more fun are the stain braggers. I've had customers tell me the exact vintage of the red wine stain on their tie and await my reaction. One customer believed I should know that it was a splash of borscht from a famous gourmet restaurant on his shirt. A minimum wage employee has no thoughts on this. They are just food stains. Although it does help your dry cleaner if you can identify the stain, we really don't need to know how much it cost you. For interestingly, the most difficult stain to shift isn't caused by food at all. It's good old-fashioned ink. And there are some stains, mostly oil-based, that just can't be removed. Precious clothes owners arrive cradling their item like a newborn. They issue specific instructions as to how their garment must be treated differently, with a delicate touch, and stored separately. It's always best to smile and nod as they reluctantly let go of their prized piece like it's a child on his first day of school. The truth is, all the clothes go into one large machine together. So your darling garment will rub shoulders with a sweaty sports kit. All clothes are equal in the dry cleaning world. Precious people might also be shocked to learn that the solvent used to clean their clothes is a carcinogen called perchloroethylene, aka perc. This delightful substance is highly toxic to humans and the environment. 5 Dry cleaning staff who are constantly exposed to perc vapors can experience side effects such as dizziness, nausea, and skin irritation. Long-term exposure can lead to certain types of cancer as well as damage to the central nervous system. It certainly makes you think twice before you inhale the scent of your freshly dry-cleaned clothes.